Damn, son, where'd you find this?
White doors of the system of life. White light, oh baby, alright. When she comes, she's a stranger to me. In the floating world. In the floating world. In the floating world. Beyond this one. You're the vision of a life that's free. I felt the clothes closing in on me. And if I live, so I live, you feel me and stuff. In the floating world. In the floating world. In the floating world. Beyond this one. If I was careless with your ocean lines on paper, the solitary little power. Raise the back of animal, raise the back of beast, raise the back of animal. Staying up in this little room, out the window flashing red and blue. I don't live here, I'm an occupant. I reside in the floating world. In the floating world. In the floating world. Beyond this one. Beyond this. Beyond this. Beyond this one. Beyond this. Beyond this one.
Wolf Parade playing the Neptune Theater tonight here in Seattle.
Okay, here we go.
crowd couldn't make out the first half of his busted vows. He said, if you ever leave me, I will die. I could have died, it was so cheap. Oh, come on, Father, set us free. But our hearts fell apart anyway when we heard her say, c'est la vie. Oh, yes, our hearts fell apart anyway when we heard her say, c'est la vie.
We're live on KEXP with Wolf Parade, playing tonight at the Neptune Theater. I say automatic.
Love is easy when it's all you do. Blood, your blood beats an empty tune. Is your head on holiday? Like a strange and far away radio that lasts until when we rise, surprised at the coming dawn. But the light, there's something there because you left it on. Close your eyes and the world's gone. Vaporized in a second, it's a fiction someone told to you. I know you, that you wrapped up and wrapped up and wrapped up in blue. Now the war is done, but we're still barbarians with knowing lots of afternoon. I sing from a nowhere room, I'll call back for some connection, and the future is unimproved, but the heartbeat's on and on and on. I sing from nowhere room, I'll call back for some connection, and the future is unimproved, heartbeat's on and on and on. It's automatic, 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 automatic.
Wolf Parade live on KEXP, songs from the new EP. And Dan, I heard you say down at Pickathon, this next song is your favorite one from the new EP.
It most certainly is, Cheryl. We have many names for this song.
On the record, it's called Mr. Startup.
Yeah, but to us, it'll always be Joy Division. So.
Janice said he's quit designing clothes. He's getting into chess and staying home. He is like Picasso drawing in the sand. Recipe the ones who let their blessings go. Recipe the ones who let their blessings for 80 hours. Up come flowers, up come flowers, up come flowers, up come flowers, up come flowers. He has discovered the existence of Mr. Startup and is depicting him in lavender and gold. How the idle hands in the factory have been told. Blessed be the ones who let their blessings go. Up come flowers, 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 up come flowers. Danny said he's quit designing clothes. Good. Blessed be the ones who let their blessings go. Blessed be the ones who let their blessings go. Blessed be the ones who let their blessings go.
Wolf Parade live on KEXP. That is all 4 songs from the new EP called EP4. It's so great to have you all here today.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for coming in. Wolf Parade played the last shows in 2011 before this year, but lucky for us, you all have always been very busy and active musicians, and we've been able to enjoy music from you for the intervening years. But I understand it started a couple years ago talking about starting to play again together with this group.
Yeah. Was it like it was a year and a half ago, like 18 months ago, basically.
And how did that come to be? I know that you all have lived all over. Spencer, you were living in Finland. Dan, you seem to be traveling all over the world all the time. You were just in Berlin and Romania.
I was.
Recently, and I know you thrive on that, get a lot of inspiration from it. But it sounds like 3/4 of you, anyway, were back on Vancouver Island, which is where you're all originally from, even though the band started in Montreal. Was that sort of the impetus to start playing again?
I think having everybody, or most everybody, in one place really helped. Obviously, yeah. That way, there wasn't a lot of flying back and forth. I'm the only one who flies in for rehearsals now. So.
And was there any trepidation? I mean, were you just gonna? I know you all have been good friends for a long time, and were you thinking, is it going to lock in? We don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to stay quiet about this and give it a try. And
well, I don't think we wanted to tell anybody that we were doing it until we got in a room together and started making new music. It was all kind of predicated on, like, we wanted to play music again, but it was predicated on, can we write some new stuff that we're excited about together? Because I think otherwise it just wouldn't have worked, Like if we got together and learned Grounds for Divorce or whatever, I think it would have felt kind of hollow. The whole idea was to start the band, again, start playing music together again, and that's always new music is always kind of the bedrock for that.
That's interesting to hear because you have such a catalog of old songs that you absolutely could just come back and play those songs, which you totally seem to be enjoying playing. But it's interesting to hear that it was important that new songs were coming.
Yeah,
we didn't want to do just a reunion tour and just play old songs that, like Dan said, it would have felt a little too hollow. So making new music was like, that was the deal breaker, we had to do that. And so far, that's been the funnest part.
Yeah.
Did that just lock in? Did you kind of just get in a room together, turn on the tape, and let it roll and see what came up?
Kind of, but it wasn't good right away. Like, I'd be lying if
It was
I
the
said
opposite of
it was
good.
the opposite of it was the opposite end of the bat. If good is the plus side.
Yeah, we started with just jamming, and
Was it still fun?
it was
Even though
it
not
was
good?
fun. Yeah, it just sounded terrible. It was just bad, but
Weird funk.
took a while to
jams.
get used to it.
I know a lot of bands go their ways because things blow up and there's a fiery ending. And from what I know from reading and talking to you, Dan, you guys have always been friends, and you were tired, and you had a lot of other projects that were pulling you different ways, and you kind of ended Wolf Parade before the fighting started. So when you came back together, it was probably really fun for a reunion of friends.
Yeah. I mean, we had to kind of work through some. We took a break, and it was on the verge of not being fun when we took a break. So we had to kind of start from there. It was like frozen in time, but it was easy to just work through all that and just get back to playing music.
Spencer, at a show the other night, you said in 2011 you were sad and crazy, but now
Did I
you're
say that?
You did, and you said, but now I'm happy, but didn't say if you were sane.
Right. I think I was speaking on behalf of the band which I shouldn't do, but I meant like as a group we had become sad and crazy. Yeah. We were just sort of driving each other crazy and needed some space. It wasn't that we hated each other or even hated working together. It's just a very human thing where everyone had other projects they wanted to work on. Wolf Parade was taking a lot of time. And I think the break was really, really good for us. We came back a lot happier, and we're having sort of more fun than we ever have.
Yeah. I think the band sounds better now, too, on stage. Like, the live stuff is better.
You sound better than ever. I've always been a fan, but man, the shows have just been electric. And you mentioned other projects, and between all of you, you have so many things going on, and you always juggled that when Wolf Parade was going on, and then you got to focus on that. And I know that you're not going to give up those other things that give you joy and inspiration and other outlets. But do you think now, with over 10 years as a band together, going away, coming back, you'll be able to find more balance in that?
It's still, I'm still doing operators concurrent to this, and Spence's got, Moonface, and Dante's got a record coming out. I mean, we all do extracurricular stuff, and I don't think we put more or less importance on Wolf Parade or the other stuff. But yeah, being a little older, I feel like I can actually balance my time a little better, But it's still insane. Like, it's still just work on music all the time. But that's what I like. So
I know you thrive
personally.
on that. We've talked to you quite a bit on the air about making music. I want to talk a little bit about the live shows. Well, first you started jamming together, and then I understand you played some shows kind of under an assumed name. How did those first shows go?
I don't know, Spence.
They were good. Microphones.
Off mic.
Del Scorcho is our alter ego.
I mean, you never get to play shows that small anymore.
I guess not. Some have been kind of small. Yeah, you're right.
No.
So that was fun because we do like the more intimate environments, and Del Scorcho is sort of like, I don't know, the misfit version of Wolf Parade.
Yeah, it's like a mutant, sort of like giganticized, dumber mutant Wolf Parade.
Yeah, there's less pressure under that name.
It's
And
more fun.
those warm-up shows were one of the highlights of the year, I think, for us.
Since then, you've played a lot of shows. You've been on the road for a few months now and all over. I know when you were in New York, you had a 5-night residency followed by a show with like over 7,000 people. Were you surprised so many people were coming out to see the band?
Yeah. I thought after 5 nights at Bowery that I was like, okay, everyone who lives in New York who knows about the band and would care to see us, that they've done that. And then we played this huge outdoor thing. So that was kind of humbling, in a lot of ways. It was really nice for me, definitely. And London, too. We historically, the UK has been weird for us. So playing 2 nights in London to a room full of really excited people it was fantastic.
What was the show like in Montreal? Because for all intents and purposes, that's...
Hometown.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we like to think you're from here.
Because we're on Sub Pop?
No, because in the Northwest, I mean, we consider British Columbia local, so we're very proud to consider you a local band.
Manifest destiny, yeah.
Yeah, but I bet that Montreal show was just incredible.
I was really emotional at that show, but in a good way. It was good. I felt like I had like a bird's eye view of the last 10 years in my life in that city, and I was, anything that I had previously felt conflicted about, I felt okay with, like it gave me like nice perspective, and I could put the songs into that. So.
Well, I want to ask if you're just taking things day by day, but with so much going on in your life, and I know you have to plan ahead as a band, it sounds like there's a full record coming out and plans to just keep touring as long as you're having fun. Would you concur with that?
Yeah, we would concur, I think. That's the plan, is to record this winter, and nothing's confirmed yet, but if the recording goes well, then yeah, we'll put it out next year and do more. We'll tour it, more club shows, like less festivals and more theater shows, I think, is the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're up for whatever. Tonight, Wolf Parade is playing at the Neptune Theater, and we just heard their full new EP. Look forward to new songs in the future, and I've really been enjoying hearing those older songs live as well. And you got a couple of those coming up for us next?
Yeah, I think we're going to play Modern World, which is a song that we almost got put to bed, almost went to the graveyard, but we resurrected it. And I get to play it on the actual piano, which is good because it sounds better. And then we'll play Dinner Bells, which again was like almost got lost, but came back.
I've loved how people have been making requests under the auspices of it being their birthday at shows, whether that's true or not.
Yeah, people got... This one guy at Pickathon just got super liberal with that and was like, hey, it's my birthday, can you play blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, we're actually, that's in the set, we're going to play it. It was California Dreamer, and then he was like, my birthday's not for 5 months. So like, I mean, every human has a birthday, so I guess everybody's entitled to a request immediately.
Well, I was super happy to hear that. I know the first night you played at Pickathon, someone requested something and you said, we'll play that tomorrow night. Did you have to actually figure out how to play it again, or were you just not going to play it that night?
It was already on the list for,
okay.
At least in my mind, for the next night. It was Animal in Your Care. Somebody tossed me a note and was like, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday.
Right.
Liars.
So then you look like a hero.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, of course we can pull that off. I don't know,
Well, my birthday's coming up in January. Does that mean you'll stay on the air today and play a few more songs?
No. Spencer says no.
I'll make a request for Dinner Bells then.
That's a good choice. I think we can do that.
We've got Wolf Parade live on KEXP.
Check, 1, 2. Can you throw some of the wet vocal in this mic and turn this mic down a little bit in my headphones, please? Right.
Just a skosh.
I'm not in love with the modern world.
Parade live on KEXP. Tonight they play at the Neptune Theater.
All right, this is it. Thanks again for having us.
Thank you.
Stuff in your hands. You're the one-eyed feather, and you're the lion's mane. You swear you heard the weather calling out your name, but there'll be no more winter, and there'll be no more spring. Learn to dance. There'll be no more trumpets, and there'll be no more flutes, and no more clapping hands. I heard all your reasons, and I heard all your plans, and I heard of your treason, and I heard all your pleas, and I made friends with the hangman. So there'll be no more winter, there'll be no more spring.
Wolf Parade live on KEXP. That sounded incredible.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much
Thanks for having us,
coming
Cheryl.
in. Tonight they play at the Neptune Theater here in Seattle, and sounds like you'll be able to see them all over. Thank you all again. Dante, Arlen, Dan, Spencer.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Wolf Parade live on KEXP Seattle. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?